Welcome back to The Curious Yapper. I'm Madison, your host and favorite yapper. At the end of last week's episode, I told you all that there was opportunity this week to go outside my comfort zone, and I was going to keep you updated if I did or not. And I did one out of the two, so a win. I went to one. So on Monday this past week was the day that I did go outside of my comfort zone. Similarly to most times when I'm out of my comfort zone, my brain starts to spiral and tell me all the reasons why I shouldn't go do something. So Monday was no different. It was an event I had found for trivia on the app Meetup, and they were meeting at a local place that was maybe only 15 minutes from me. And I kept telling myself, it's been on my calendar for a while, and I kept telling myself I would go. And then I was talking to my dad on my way home from work, and I was like, yeah, my brain's doing that thing where it's yelling at me to not try these things. So I told my brain that we were gonna try it anyways. So I did successfully go to trivia on Monday. And it's still the awkward start to things when you're new to a group. I walked up and wasn't sure who was with the group or not, so I decided to go inside to the bar, grab a drink, and I've also been monitoring my thoughts around drinking, and I don't enjoy the way it makes me feel in general, but there feels like a social pressure to actually drink. But anyways, on Monday, I went to the bar and got a mocktail, and it was delicious, and it was sour, and it had guava, and it was delightful. So it still felt like the best of both worlds. Anyways, I got my drink, it calmed me down, and then I walked up to the group and I was like, is anyone here with the meetup group? And they were like, yes. And so then from there, I was meeting people, many of them. It was also their first time with this group, and they were also being brave outside their comfort zones. And so it was just really nice to talk to them. And it felt like one of the most promising groups of people that I have interacted with. And the girl that I had met at book club the day prior, she actually showed up. And so I had told you guys I found her on Facebook and creeped her, and I told her that the day I met her. And I had messaged her on Facebook and said, my brain is lying to me, and I'm in the battle right now of trying to convince myself to go, even though home feels so much cozier. So when she got there, it was just fun to talk to her and relate. And she's like, I didn't see that message, but I was feeling the exact same thing. And so I just think a lot of people out there are wanting connection, and only some of us are being brave about it. So if you are searching for connection and community, you are not alone. Chances are people right around you are looking for the same. So if you're the brave one and goes out of your way, you will probably find some great success that way. Then the next day, the beginning of this week was suspiciously calm at work. And I say suspiciously because it's been fire after fire for a while. And so Monday was suspiciously quiet, and then so was Tuesday, and then of course it hit the next day. Anyways, Tuesday though, after work, I went and played games with a lady I had met at a library a couple months ago, and she really enjoys playing games. I do too, and it was just really fun. Got to meet her husband, got to meet her son, and then her big dog. He was so cute. And it was just so fun. So I was glad that I did that. And it's so crazy that I met this person randomly, I think at the beginning of April, and now here I am just going to play a game with her midweek. So that was cool. And then Wednesday had therapy. And you guys, therapy's great. Love therapy. I'll tell you what though, I would like to go and learn that everyone else is the problem, and why can't everybody else change, and why am I the one that has to make the changes? It is exhausting to work on yourself all the darn time, but it's true that I can't control anybody else. I can only control myself. But let me tell you, why can't everybody else change? Hello, they're the ones with the problem, not me. I say all that joking and kind of sarcastic, but at the same time, like, sometimes it's just hard to have to be the one that makes all the changes, and I wish it wasn't that way. So that was Wednesday. It was good. It's just another area to grow, another way to change my mind. Anyways, so that's just a slight. Anyways, then I don't even remember what happened the rest of that night. Thursday though, I at this point was fighting some fires and chasing my tail at the 9 to 5, and I had originally seen a hiking group meet up for Thursday night, and I did not go to that one. I was in such a weird funk Thursday after work, got home. It was just very strange. I was watching trashy TV, and then I kind of fell asleep, and then Evan got home and then made dinner, and then I was exhausted, so I went to bed, and then I couldn't fall asleep. And so then I went out to the couch because for some reason I can always fall asleep on the couch naps, that's where it's at. So weirdness on Thursday, and did not sleep well. Then it's Friday, yay, thank goodness it's Friday. And we went to Taco Bell for dinner, yes. And then we spontaneously decided to go to a viewpoint that Evan had hiked, I think in April or May of this year, and he saw all the different mountains of the area, and it was so beautiful. And he said that there was a shorter path that we could drive to, and I was like, yes, thank you, because I will not be doing a 14-mile hike just for a sunset. Anyway, so we got up there. It was absolutely gorgeous, and the sun was just beautiful. You could see the Columbia River, you could see the different mountains, and it was just delightful and special that we just decided to do it spontaneously. And then on our way there was a couple fires on Friday, and on our way there we saw an RV in like a parking lot that was blazing, so that was wild to see. And then so that was on our way, and it was so pretty. Also on our way to the sunset, the sun was setting, and it was coming through this like forested part, and it just looks so cool and so beautiful. And once again, the nature grounds me and reminds me, you know, what the heck we're doing on this floating rock called Earth. And it was really great. And then you guys will never guess, on our way home after the sunset, it is now dark because the sun is gone, because that is why we were at the viewpoint. We were driving home, and all of a sudden we see this big black blob, and we hit the brakes hard. We think everything's good, dandy, whatever. That was a bear. What? We saw a bear on our way home. And anyways, after that happened, I said, Evan, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. I said, well, my heart's pumping. So when we got home, no like impact or anything like that happened. So bear was good. When we got home, I guess we like tapped the edge of the bear on the way out because my fender had a little bit of like dirt on it. So bear is fine, but whoa, who knew we would see a bear on our way home from the spontaneous sunset time? Wild. Then yesterday, slept in just a little bit, and the cookie lady that I had found last week, she was going to be at a market this weekend. So we went to the market right when they opened and got ourselves some cookies. It has been record heat around here, and so her selection was smaller than she would normally have, but I still wanted to go and get some of the yummy cookies. And I got to talk to her. I said, I moved from Texas and I love your cookies, and I'm just so glad that I have found something that tastes good and fills the void that I had from moving. So that was fun. And then right next to her was a really beautiful floral lady, and so I bought myself some flowers, so I got to show them off. Pretty. These are from her farm, and what I love a lot in flowers is all the textured stuff. So I think this is really cool texture, and then these right here are really cool texture. And I had never seen a flower like this, and look at how beautiful that is. So it was really fun to stop and get some flowers. And when I was at her stand, she also handed me a card, and she's gonna do a fall bouquet subscription. So you can get 4 bouquets and she's gonna deliver them. So I am here for that. And I am a silly goose when it comes to birthday money. So I'm gonna use my birthday money to buy myself this fall flower subscription. But when it comes to birthday money and cash, I always want to spend it so well, so wisely. So then I hoard it and it's so weird and so silly. So I saw the flower subscription and I'm gonna use my birthday money for the flower subscription, and I'm excited to get flowers every week in September. I think it'll be delightful. So that was Saturday morning, and then what else did we do? Oh, we came home and then I made burritos, breakfast burritos. I had gotten some hash browns from Trader Joe's and an avocado, so I made delicious breakfast burrito. And after that, we just chilled around the house. I think I was watching just my trashy TV, reading some. And then last night we went to Red Robin. We went there for dinner, and the burger was pretty good, but pricey. Everything's so pricey everywhere. Like $20 for a burger, and it's Red Robin. It's not even my hometown rodeo goat. So went to Red Robin. It was good. And then we went on a random adventure to a fish hatchery, and we went and saw Herman the sturgeon. It was a very large, like almost looked like a shark, so big of a fish. And so we saw that, and then we also were able to go see tuna trying to swim upstream with the dam. We did not really figure out the mechanics, but we did see these tuna jumping so high. It was wild. And yeah, those tuna were jumping very high. And like I said, this weekend, it was a record-breaking heat. And so we actually saw triple digits yesterday, which was, I couldn't believe it. So we actually saw 100 degrees. The difference is that this morning it was still in the 60s, and today it only warmed up to the 90s. So we're already on the way down. But anyways, we did hit the hundreds. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And, oh, also, we confirmed that Evan's sibling, his family, is gonna come and visit us, and I'm so excited for that. So Evan and I are thinking of different things that we can do with them, what the kids would want to do, what his brother and sister-in-law would do. So just excited to host people. So that'll be really fun. And then this morning, it was another slow morning. I ran on the patio. Again, it was in the 60s, so that was really cool. And I made myself some hash browns and some avocado smash because I ran out of eggs, but it was delicious. And then we went to the plant nursery, you guys. Okay, so I killed the aloe vera from my Kylie girl. It's gone. Like, it's dead. And my sister got me 3 plants for my birthday. One is officially dead. And there's a second one that looks like she's on her way out. And I'm just like, what are we doing? So anyways, naturally, we went back to that plant nursery and got some more plants to keep alive or to kill. Not sure. But we got a spider plant. The lady said that we shouldn't be able to kill this one, so hooray. We got the spider plant, and we got this little guy. Pelea, something, friendship plant. Maybe they'll be my friend. Please be my friend. Got that plant, and then I showed the girl the picture of the plant that I think is dying that my sister got me. And she's like, ooh, how often are we watering? Is she getting sun? And we're like talking about it. I said, should we change the soil? Because should it be succulent soil? She's like, yeah, so the plant's already under stress right now, so let's not change anything for that plant. And I was like, okay, got it. But her eyes, I think that plant's dead. Anyways, so we got more plants to hopefully keep alive. And Evan also wanted to go to Trader Joe's, so we went to Trader Joe's and we got some more plants. What a bargain. We don't really know what this girl is. The bottom says Monstera. I don't think she's a Monstera. And then the tag here says fern. I don't think this is a fern. But anyways, hopefully we'll keep this girl alive. So that is your counting. That is 3 plants we got today. Oh, but there's more. Here's another one. This is a heart fern. Cute little heart leaves. I wanted her for the pot. So that is plant number 4 that we are to keep alive, hopefully. And then here is plant number 5, just another little fern girl. Hopefully she stays alive. So that was our plant haul from today, which is just funny that we had a plant haul after not having a great track record with the flowers. So that was Trader Joe's haul. And then came home and I made these little buddies, little jellyfish, little crochet jellyfish for a family that will be moving to Texas soon. So made these for them. I still need to make a little bunny for the family, but wishing them well in their adventure. And I think that's about it. I'm avoiding hanging up some clothes of laundry. Instead of it being on the bed, I moved it to the chair. Natural solution. Off the top of my head, I don't know if there's events that I'm going to go to this week that are going to take me outside of my comfort zone, but I will keep you posted. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks for the Obsessed Yappers. Bye.